Hello, everybody. Thank you for being a little bit patient. I don't know why the microphone decided not to work, but apparently it is not a new year, new microphone. But Happy New Year. Welcome to another Pokemon Scarlet stream. Last time we had a pretty successful shiny hunt. We started out trying to do a Roaring Moon hunt, ended up with a nothing on the very first sandwich, and then we did a grass sandwich to get a Smoliv, ended up getting that pretty quickly, then was able to get a Brute Bonnet on that same sandwich, and then we ended up with 3 Dragon Shinies to basically wrap up that last sandwich that we did. So it ended up being a Gibble, a Zweilous, and a Roaring Moon to wrap up the last stream. So not too shabby. And now that we are all done with those hunts, it's kind of up to us what we want to shiny hunt. So we'll go ahead and look at the outbreaks that we have today and see if any of them are good. Low Kicks is pretty good. It's a brand new Pokemon from the Paldea region that we don't have, so that's a good start. Ghastly, we got a Tatsugiri. In theory, it's the pink one, but I think the outbreaks are kind of broken when it comes to whether they're actually that color or not, because I've encountered it with the Florges especially, because I thought it'd be fun to collect all of the Florges as shiny. But every time, no matter what color shows up on the map as the outbreak, it's always the same one, and I think Tatsugiri is the same. But we'll go check out Tatsugiri just to see if it is that purple Tatsugiri. We got a Shelder. What else? Anything else? We got a Barraskewda. Or is that Arrokuda? I think that's Arrokuda. So yeah, looks like in terms of outbreak hunting, the low kicks will be our... Oh, and there's Bronzong and Frostlass. I skipped over those two. But yeah, so I think let's go check out low kicks, especially since we're right here. I believe it has a pretty good shiny as well. So I think let's start off with low kicks. Let me get this going real quick. Let me add it to the layout. Then make it grayscale so it's a surprise. So, and then we will also bump our encounters, and once again we'll kind of do this based on roughly adding 15 every transition we do. Since with the encounters they're just all over the place, so it's not as easy to increment up one by one as it was with previous games. So I think we'll just do just rough total number of encounters that we think. But anyway, how was everybody's New Year's Eve? Right, so we've got the low kicks. They'll start spawning, and we'll just start counting up. So we got to defeat 60 of them to begin with. And then from there, we kind of just reset the outbreak. So I guess let's give it a go. We'll start sending our Glade out to start hammering these guys. These ones we can count pretty easily, though. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, beat him up. It was good, got trounced in some Mario Kart, but that guy cheats. I'm not too bummed about it. Okay. No, that was fun. I'm glad we were able to do that. 7. Hacks. Hacksaws. Straight up hacks. 9. Oh, now he's going off after the toxicity. Galade's a monster. He's just defeating whoever he wants. I think this would be 11. Well, I'm glad that it was a good evening, though. Glad it was fun. 14. 15. 16. 17. Low Kicks has a pretty obvious shiny too, which is good. So we won't be just trying to guess whether it's shiny or not. He's still going at it. Delayed help. $22. 23. 4. Oh, well, can't type. 24. 25. 6. Glade is taking no prisoners. Not a single prisoner was had today. There's also so many low kicks. I might also just not be used to shiny hunting large Pokemon. I feel like all of the shiny hunts we've done so far, like with the outbreak method, have all been very small, like Capsicid, and that kind of stuff. And so doing something you can actually see out of the tall grass is a new experience. So, oh, he's just, that was a Rufflet. No, you're defeating the wrong stuff. Leave the Rufflets alone. Blade takes 0 prisoners. Uncharted territory. There's 40. It's 43. A large Pokemon with a discernible shiny? I never heard of her. Fake. Fake Pokemon. And surprisingly enough, it's not green. So that's a win too. Gosh, he's going on a tear. $57. $58. We'll go get this guy. Do $59. Oh, hello, Mary. Flaffy. Okay, so that's 60. Let's defeat this little group right here, just to make sure that we're over 60, because everybody knows how my counting skills are. And the answer is not great. So we'll defeat just a few extras, and then just to make sure that we're over that mark. And now we can just, I think the picnic will be the fastest case for this one. We just have to figure out where, honestly, it's probably right here. So we can just picnic, and we'll see whether a shiny appears at some point or not. So one moment. Need to do something. Perfect. All right. So, and then we'll just get out of the picnic and keep an eye out for shiny low kicks. We also want to make sure, because they are aggressive, so we want to make sure that none of them spot us and come charging away. Although, I wonder if it is faster to just ride around and get them to spawn. It might be. Oops, all goats. I don't know if it is. I think it's faster just to do the picnic, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll do the picky-nick. Okay, so, yep, we'll just kind of give them a few seconds to spawn in, although the color of the grass doesn't help entirely with this. The grass is somewhat the same color. So we'll see. Discernible might have been a stretch, but we'll see. So. As long as they're in the shade, we'll be able to tell. Nothing yet. It does look like, and if we really, really wanted to, we could make a bug just encounter sandwich. So we wouldn't necessarily need sparkling power since it is an outbreak and the odds are already pretty high. But what we could do is prevent other things from spawning as best we could. So rather than all of those Mudsdale and I forget the little one name. Why can't I remember the little donkey? I don't remember the donkey. Oh no. Take my professorship away. Is that shiny? No. It is not. It looked... The sun really doesn't help with this one either. What is the baby donkey called? Why can't I remember the baby donkey? Now it's gonna bug me. Burrito. Yeah, you're not wrong. You are not wrong there. At all. Although, Jesus, can you confirm? Let's see. Mudbray. Yep. That's the one. That's the one that I couldn't think of. That is the one. Okie doke. So I haven't been doing the counter. But I think it's roughly what, like 12 or something each in like reset we do. We get roughly 12-ish encounters. So I could just start roughly, or we'll just do honestly number of resets. I think that's what we'll do. So let's say if we do get 12, this is 5, and we've done 4-ish resets. So I'll just say we're at 10. I don't know, just trying to think of the easiest way to increment this counter, because it's not the same as it was in other games. And with Legends Arceus, we really didn't keep track of counting. We just had generic targets, and that might be the way we just need to go. But this one it definitely involves more hunting, kind of like Sword and Shield and Let's Go Pikachu, and every other kind of really main series type of game. While Legends Arceus, while it is a main series game, it has a different mechanic just overall, even for shiny hunting. So it might be worth just not including a counter, but it's still nice to kind of know roughly how long it took. So but then yeah, after this, assuming that we can get it within the next hour and a half or two, we can just kind of decide on what the next shiny is that we want to hunt. So anything is fair game. My suggestions, and you guys can kind of take a peek if you want, are Cloth. I think Cloth would be a really fun shiny to hunt. The shiny mouse family. I got super lucky, Jesus. I got an outbreak for them, and I stumbled upon one of them, and that's as much as I'm able to commit to at this moment. It's such a bad shiny. I was still trying to defeat the 60 in order to get the better odds, and one spawned. Oh, speaking of spawned shinies, that was really easy to see. But there is shiny low kicks. Very good shiny. It's a very you never know whether it'll be obvious or not with kind of its environment and stuff, but this one was very, very obvious, which is cool. I feel like we gotta go probably Nest Ball, or honestly Ultra Ball. What do you think? Should we go Ultra or Nest? So here's the Ultra with the black and yellow, and then Nest is more of that brown and green. So I don't know. Since it has that black, I'm kind of leaning towards Ultra. But I don't know. Nest isn't a bad option though either. Let's see. Nest, Ultra, fine. Okay. So let's try an Ultra. If it works, we'll basically just alternate until we catch it. So, is how I'm feeling. Okay. Ultra was not a winner. Oh. I'm not going to get a lot of yellow and black Pokemon. I say we take the win. That's fair. I don't know how many there are, but Apparently, he needs to be put to sleep. For his own good and for our own sanity, just in case he tries to. I don't think he has any moves that can kill himself, but I have a very rough history so far with murdering or getting just shiny fails, so we do not like. Tipsy, welcome in. You picked a good moment to hop in, as we have a shiny low kicks on the screen. Thank you, JJ. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Okay, he doesn't have any fainting moves or damage dealing moves. So I think this time I'm gonna put him to sleep, and then we'll use False Swipe to get him down to 1 HP, just because he seems to refuse the Ultra Ball. False Swipe. Twitch for their just clip URLs, they always have random words, I guess, to make them unique, and it works very well because obviously nobody else would probably have anything like that. And so, but I guess speaking of the last shiny, I need to update that. But we got our shiny low kicks, which is sweet. Not too slow either, which is cool. But I didn't realize it was a dark type. So yeah, Bug Dark low kicks. And so please don't ban the Streamlabs. I think that's how it maybe got unmodded before, but I also don't know. Sometimes it just goes away, and I don't know why. It just says, "No, I'm done. I'm done. Have fun. Goodbye." But it's like, okay, but I needed you. But I guess that's okay. Thanks. I appreciate it. So let me, while I'm thinking about it, I need to. Wanted to copy. Go to last shiny. Have we had another shiny fail on stream? After the Tatsugiri? I don't think so. I think the last shiny fail we had was the Tatsugiri. But now if you do last shiny, it'll do the Roaring Moon. I don't have it for the low kicks yet, but that'll be for next time. So I need to get better at updating those. So Teacup. We love Sinistea. Honestly, talk about eye strain trying to shiny hunt something in this game, and it's Sinistea. Like literally having to run up to each one. And they did the sizing thing with them, which is really cool. But that means there's even smaller Sinesteas. So it is a brutal shiny hunt. So But definitely one I want to do. I think it would be very fun to do. So, maybe not fun. Fun might not be the correct word, but worth it. Teensy. So, but yeah, so we got that really quickly. Let me move it down since it is now a successful hunt. I will move Roaring Moon down. And bring Low Kicks down as well. For our shinies. And then I'll just set this back to hidden. So, we've got... I'm trying to pick out the different colored T-Tub. Seems like a grandma test. Which one of these is slightly different? Honestly, in Fampy, it'll be the same way. Anything with like a non-super distinct shiny is gonna be brutal. And like I said, I got so lucky with that Tandem Mouse that I was dreading trying to do one of those. And obviously I'll need more to do the full ShinyDex thing. But at this point I'm just pleased with the one, and I'm gonna take the victory and not worry about it going forward. So that is kind of where that one stands. I'm happy we got one, and eventually we'll get another. And technically we need more because there's the 2 family, or there's Tandem Mouse, and then it evolves into either a 3 household Tandem Mouse or Mousehold, or a 4 group Mousehold. And this one is a 1 in, I think, 100 chance of being shiny or evolving. So like when you evolve this one, it's a 1 in 100 chance to get the 3. Which is brutal. The same thing goes with the Dunsparce. There is a 2-segment Dunsparce, so it has 2 sets of wings and basically 2 extra parts of its body. But then there's a rarer 3-segment Dunsparce, so it's like a Dunsparce. Dunsparce. So 3 does, it should be. But Dunsparce. So that one is also a 1 in 100 chance, and it took me almost 60, I think, of them. I have a full box full of them. Where are they? Here they are. So I guess not quite. It was 50 something Dunsparces in order to get one that had 3 segments. So it's pretty brutal in order to get that. So let alone trying to get a shiny one. It's quite the daunting task. You need so many shiny Dunsparce in order to get that kind of living form dex. So typical shiny odds without the shiny charm or anything is 1 in 4096, I think. With the shiny charm, just no other odds. What is that? So shiny charm with no anything is, I think, 1 in 1365, I think. If I'm reading this correctly, I think it's 1 in 1365 with the shiny charm. So But all right, I think it's time that we hunt Cloth. I think that will be kind of the most fun. Because it has a phenomenal shiny, and it's one that we still need to. So I think let's do a Cloth hunt. So, we will fly over to South Province Area 3. And hunt the blue crab. So let me do... Get this guy over here for our hunting. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to do encounters. I don't know if it's worth trying to do the encounters on this one. So, just because, I don't know. Although it's not an outbreak, so it might be a little bit easier. But I'm not super into trying to keep track of that. 1 in 81, almost 82,000 odds. Wow. That is something. That hurts a lot, actually. That hurts my soul. But, alright, so I think... I'm trying to think the best place to hunt Cloth, and I think it's really just... There's one little area where they spawn. And it's... I think it's like up here, and it's like just around here is where the Cloth spawn, and then it goes down to over here where we get, I think, 3 or 4 spawns for Cloth. So like it spans kind of this entire region, and this is the best spot because you can kind of just, once you leave, you get 3 new spawns. And I feel like if we just do this a few times, we might be able to get lucky. Is Cloth anything other than rock? Cloth is down here. It is not. So, in terms of trying to isolate Cloth, it might not work. Is this normal? Is that an orange? Yeah. But because we have Knackley that spawn, we can't just isolate Cloth, but it might not be a bad thing. We have 1 shiny Knackley right now. But it might not hurt, because right now we get like all of the Go-Goats and the Growlithe. Not Go-Goat, Skiddos and the Growliths, Makuhita. So I think it would be worth making just a rock sandwich. At first, I don't know if we... First off, I don't know if we have enough Herba Mystica. I think we would need to do some raids to get some Herba Mystica, because I think we're out. Yeah, we need to do some raids to get 1 more Herba Mystica to do a sandwich for that. But I think if we just save here, I think we should be able to make a rock encounter sandwich. Just to boost the number of rock types that spawn around, which should increase... It'll do Knackley and Cloth. So let me look up the encounter power sandwich. I don't think I already have one. Let me check real quick. In our recipes, we want encounter power rock. We do not. If someone said they were making me a rock sandwich, I would take it as a threat. A fighting sandwich, too. It's like a knuckle sandwich. Alright, let me do encounter power rock. Don't want one with that. That one should do. Alright, so... We did save before this, although it's not as important because we're not throwing Herba Mystica on here. But we're going to make an Ultra BLT sandwich. So we're gonna do lettuce, tomato, lettuce, tomato, we need basil. Basil, cheese, and bacon. Is that all? Bacon, lettuce, tomato, basil, cheese, and then we need mayo and mustard. And this should be the ultimate or ultra BLT sandwich. So we'll see if we did this correctly. Also, that's some thick cut bacon. Wow. Look how thick this piece of bacon is. Wow. Throw some cheese on there. Lettuce. Let's do... Oh, I don't know if I can I put it back? No, I cannot. Alright, well, hopefully that doesn't mess it up. Hopefully that does not mess up our BLT. We still don't need the top. And I appreciate that it's one of the first sandwiches that doesn't include an arbitrary hamburger. If we wanted the shining power, it would have. But as we're just trying to do encounter, we do not need it. But we might have to restart, because I thought we could put the lettuce back, but we couldn't, so we'll have to see. Encounter power rock. It only gave us one. Let me redo that. We want encounter power 2 just to try and get as many rock Pokemon as we can. They're also very picky about their lettuce on their BLT, so their lettuce stands. So if I didn't throw away that one lettuce, it would have been 2. So shows you how much they love their lettuce. Okay, so we're up. Is this where I made the sandwich? Yeah, oh yeah, cool. I did not realize, but let's go ahead and try one more time. Food waste is a real problem. Yes, it is. I think the magic herbs definitely boost things, but I don't know by how much, to be honest. But everything that I've seen that has the level 3 has an Herba Mystica on it, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Right, so we got bacon, lettuce, tomato, cheese and basil, and we want mustard and mayo. We'll try this again. Elite Child Task Force, go. Bacon. 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 Ooh, that bacon's kind of tilted. Hopefully that doesn't mess us up. So push it down. It will not. Got a sketchy BLT here. A very slanted BLT. But hopefully we'll be fine. Oh no. Oh jeez, this isn't gonna go well. Oh, nope, it pushed it down. We're good. We're good. No, leaf. Basil. Boop. Field Team 6. Well done. That's a very good one. A+. I wonder what kind of sandwiches would be if I just made one that I like to eat. We could try that, honestly. We can definitely do that, and honestly, that might be kind of fun, so. Alright, there is our encounter power rock. So, we now have roughly 30-ish minutes to try and see if we can find a cloth or Knackley at this point, to be honest. So, we'll see kind of... Oh, it's definitely working, though. So, we almost doubled the number of cloth there. And then we also have Knackley, which has a pretty noticeable shiny. It's hard because it's small to really get an idea of the shiny, but it is pretty noticeable, so. But yeah, you're not rock. I am unstoppable. JJ has gone pun crazy, like pun power mad. Right. So yeah, we're just gonna run around. We'll see if we can let the shiny charm do its thing. And I think based on the odds, I think it's 1 in 1,300-ish. Why did Tipsy lose all of her badges? Oh, JJ did it too. Is that a... Do you guys still have mod powers, or did you guys, for some reason, just lose everything? Oh, Tipsies are back. Now JJ's are still gone, though. Just in the chat. I think you still just have them, but... Oh. Now it's back. Oh, that... Oh. Twitch is having a moment, it seems. All good. I can still ban cheese. Oh. Yeah, it just seems very glitchy, I guess, right now. I'm stoppable? It was really funny that you said that the wait until he boots you and you get all of your powers taken away. And then your powers got taken away randomly. Badges are playing hide and seek. Alright, cloth. I know there's a 1 in 1,300 chance that you'll be shiny, but this is the moment. Streamlabs heard me threatening. Like, okay, sorry. Please don't try and take over. So yeah, honestly, I think this little circle will do us well. So, yes. So, I guess just for quick recap, Knackley's shiny looks like... Knackley, this one. So, rather than the white, it's more of like a tannish brown. So that is what the shiny looks like there. So in case we see it, so it is noticeable, but it's different. So this is it. The robots are uprising. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Enjoy the robots. Whee. So it doesn't look like anything spawns down there. It's all just down here. Y2K plus 2-3. Sure. There are no blue boys there. Y2K23. Feel like that's one of the NBA games. Like explicitly. NBA Y2K23. I wouldn't be surprised. Jump down, see. I kind of like the shiny hunting without the super high odds at some, like, just to kind of enjoy running around looking, especially now that they do spawn in the overworld and you don't have to do kind of the encounter stuff where you have to wait 40 seconds in order to check one Pokemon. I like that we can just run around and check whether stuff is shiny or not, and we don't have to run through the grass, hope that we get what we want, and kind of go from there. So I think it's fun. Back in my day, we didn't have such great shiny odds. We had to do it the old-fashioned way when there wasn't a shiny charm. It's the same as the last 23 NBA 2K games, but it's bombed outpost a lot. And all the players are cyborgs, of course. What else would they be? Alright, no cloths there. So I am still a little intrigued as to why. Like, I know it's just boosting the encounters for that specific type, but we are seeing a lot of other types too. Versus, like, with the grass encounter power with I guess honestly both the Smoliv and the Brute Bonnet, it was only those spawning. We didn't see anything else, so I don't know how it works. So why did you wake up at 7? Even I didn't wake up at 7. I woke up at 9, and that was sleeping in for me. Cyborgs versus radiation mutants. Now that's a basketball game. Hello, little bird. My body just did. It's like, no. The knee pain and soreness. That's what you get for running. Running brings nothing but knee pain and soreness. Honestly, I don't know if going all the way around is the best move. I think just like coming down here and resetting these spawns is going to be the better way to go. True. Also being on my knees taking photos last night. That would also do it. We need to get you some knee pads. One for whenever you go biking, you're protected. And then two, your knees will be safe from the hard ground. But a Theragun Mini. Ooh. Dislocated knee one time playing laser tag and boom, sore anytime the weather changes. That's so weird. I don't understand how that happens. I don't understand joints and like how they're affected by the weather. It's very odd. It's true though. I love laser tag. Laser tag is so fun. There's much down here in terms of cloth. There's one. Ouches, Tipsy. That is not fun. All right. Why does the Theragun need blue? Like, does it just play music? Yeah, why does it need Bluetooth? Unless did they make it so small that it doesn't actually have buttons and you have to control it from your phone? And like that's how you increase the speed and stuff? They said we don't. They have routines that are controlled by the phone app. Got it. Got it. You don't know what you're doing like me. That's fair. That's fair. They have a gamer one? What? Is it for your hands? Would it be like a hand massage? To avoid that good carpal tunnel? Massage the hands and arms. Interesting. Huh. Alright. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Alright, cloth and or Knackley. They make the orange of the orange of the Growlithe is somewhat yellow and it's concerning me. Toaster. Yeah, Bluetooth toaster seems a little excessive. Let's see. If I were a blue crab, where would I be? Get an app notification when it's done. You don't need an app notification though. You can hear it 12 miles away. And especially if you're not listening for it, it just scares the heck out of you. So the toastiness profiles would be pretty nice though. Give me my toastiness profile. Hello, cloth. So far, the dumbest thing I can think of is pencil. Yeah. I mean, technically the Apple Pencil is kind of like that, but if it was just like a normal, what is it, Bic? Is Bic the company that makes pencils and stuff? I haven't used a pencil in years. Bic is pens. Dang it. So close, but so far. Same thing though. I've used pens more often than I have with pencils though, so in that case, less useful. So, yeah, I would say that a Bluetooth, like just a normal ink pen that has Bluetooth functionality is interesting, so. Talk about how terrifying it would be just by walking around here and bam, crab drops on you from a rock crab. Don't forget that it's essentially rock. Its shell is all rock. Ouches. What did Taz do? Oh. Yee. There are just so few things that wouldn't slightly benefit from either turn on from afar, customized settings, data for collection. You're not wrong at all. Like, boops crab. I have that feeling, like, I feel like an oven would be nice. Just to be able to, like, preheat from anywhere. Or, like, delay the preheating, so, like, it'll just be preheated, like, when you get home or something, which could be dangerous, you know? But, and I'm sure there's probably warnings about that and stuff, but overall, the delay start / just certain settings, being able to do that from anywhere is definitely a huge plus, so. Crab. True. 100% JJ. Honestly, one of like similar along the lines of making sure it's off and you don't get paranoid. Like Bluetooth or just like Wi-Fi enabled garage doors are something that I feel like is a great move, just because that's one of the things when I had a garage that I just constantly was paranoid over. I was like, did I close the garage door? And then you have to drive back to make sure you did. Oh, its cheeks glow when it gets angry. Do it again. Look, its cheeks glow. Why do the cheeks glow? It's a Pikachu clone, guys. Cloth is just a Pikachu clone. Are you a cloth? You are a cloth. But not a blue cloth. I want to Bluetooth the washing machines and dryers because I always forget that I'm doing laundry. That's another really good one. Boop-de-doop, booby-doo. Microwave, there's no preheating, you have to be out. That's fair. And like, they already have the like settings too. Like, cause you can push like the defrost or the popcorn or whatever buttons. So yeah, honestly, a Bluetooth microwave doesn't really... You can already do that though, Tepsi. Like, I guess not specific to what you want, but it already has kind of those... You can already set the heat level to whatever you want it to be. And then same with kind of the customized-ish timings. It's whatever they deem to be customized, but it does have those options. I don't know. Microwave is a good point. That is, yeah, that is correct. It does take more than one button push. I'm sure that it's already a thing. Like, I'm pretty sure if you Google Bluetooth microwave, I'm sure, like, Samsung already has something like it. Yeah. Honestly, I'd be more shocked if it wasn't already a thing. So, to be honest. Ah, goats. about 6 minutes left on our encounter power sandwich, so it's not boosting the shiny odds or anything. It's just trying to boost rock types. And honestly, we can decide if we want to do a shiny sandwich. We will need to do some level 5 raids, so we could definitely do that. Or we could just keep making the ultra BLT sandwiches. And honestly, just kind of going for there, so. So whatever you guys are feeling, I'm good just kind of running around and doing that, but if we want to try and get the cloth a little easier, we can definitely boost the odds more. Let me see what the odds get boosted to. So right now, hello cloth. We're playing around with 1 in 1300-ish. If we were to make a sandwich, it would then essentially cut in half once more and go to 1 in 683. So it's not like, it is better odds for sure, but it's not like significant. So try for an Herba Mystic, but not too hard. Maybe just a handful of raids, and if nothing, go back to basic sandwich. Cool, yeah. We can do that. The raids are good. I followed one of the online, like, Cinderace raid tip things. Because I'd done, like, 20 Cinderace raids and got just blasted every single time. And so I followed a raid, and I made the, like, I followed the Slowbro guide, and I made the beefiest Slowbro that I've ever, honestly, just the beefiest Pokemon. Like, it was hyper trained. I gave it 25 irons to boost its defense. And it's just the most maxed out Pokemon that I've ever done in order to try and get a stupid bunny from these 7-star raids. And then even then, it took another like 5 or 6 in order to actually beat it, because it just, sometimes you get lucky with it, like the Cinderace not resetting your stats or anything like that. And it just is, it was brutal. So that tail would be delicious. You're not wrong. Although it does have it's more like an oyster at that point, wouldn't it? Because it has the thing on it, the shelter on it, so it's kind of, but yes, so that is what it took in order to we have about a minute and a half left on our Shemich turducken vibes. See, you know, must be done. Feels ironic the devil on my shoulder's name is Jesus. It's fitting though. Cloths. Where is our blue cloth? Can't climb that wall apparently. Let's see. There haven't even been any shiny Nacli. I'm getting really low on the sandwich now, so we'll see if we can get one more little encounter over here. I think for 30 seconds. Oh no. The move going forward. Can we get 4 or 5 and then we can just run away? Oh, hold on, there is a cliff there, so that might not be a great idea. Alright, so our sandwich is done. So, I guess let's try and do a few Herba Mystica raids. We'll try and do some level 5/6 raids. I'm pretty sure that we can't get Herba Mystica from the Cinderace raids. So it is just on us to do some of the other ones, so. All right, these aren't, the issue is that everything is kind of Cinderace and the event raids right now. Might be better to just go look at our raids and see what we have and then try and get people into them. So now. So, the strongest Pokemon I have for raids are it's Golden Gumby and then Doxbun. So if we have any fairy type raids, that will be our best bet, but it doesn't. How do we not have a single fairy type raid? We have a lot of dragon, so I guess dragon is maybe our best bet. So we have to hope that the dragon is a 5-star raid, because if it's not, we are not doing, we won't be great, so. Alright, so let's go check out this first Dragon Terra raid and hope that it is 5 stars. It is 4 stars, although that would have been a bad one because it was a Bisharp, so it 100% had Steel type moves that would have just sliced through any fairy type that we brought to it, so it's not a bad thing that it wasn't. Ooh, here's a 5-star Dragon Slowking. So let me pull out Doxbun. And we will challenge as a group, and we'll see if we get any takers. There we go. There we go. Honestly, I feel like Slowking would be a really popular one just because you can't, unless you have people to trade with, you can't really get Slowking otherwise, so. It's a dragon. All right, Dalton, come on. we go. Alright. So, and we have a pretty good battle team going, so hopefully this will be pretty quick. It's not shiny though. Do some workups to get ourselves worked up. Oh, but it knows yawn. Oh. I didn't even... Oh. Oh, that's rude. It showed all of its life gone, and then it said, no, just kidding, it still has some. Rude. So yes, now I am asleep, which is brutal. Hacks! The computer does hack in this. All of the raid bosses do it. So the heal up thing is pretty cool too, because it also gets rid of status conditions. So, or it should. Yeah. So it lets everybody else attack, which is cool. So do a play rough just to see if we can get a hit in, and we miss, of course. So we were 0 health this raid, and we're gonna die. So good job, Doxbun, you did it. But we did beat the Slow King, which is good, so. That's a win, I suppose. We did our best. It's because it's not Leia. It's a imitation Leia. So. We still do need to find a foreign language ditto. I don't know the best way to try and go about that. Unless it's just like Wonder Trade and we have to attempt to do... I guess I'll catch this little thing. I didn't do my best, sorry guys. Ugh, JJ. So we'll see if we get an Herba Mystica. I'm really hopeful that if we get one, we're good. We got an ability capsule, which is a very good item. It's just not what we wanted for this one. So we'll try again. I think the ability capsule lets you switch abilities, so it's a very, very useful item. I think it can even swap between the hidden abilities, so it's like a very good item, but we don't care about that right this moment. So, all right, so I guess there was another dragon over here, but I feel like the odds of us getting 2 5-star level dragon raids is pretty low. I guess let's try this dark, because dark also works well with fairy types. And honestly, because of Charizard and now even Cinderace, people have just super, super bulked up fairy types. And so I think this is kind of the best way to go about it. That's a 4-star, so we won't get any Herba Mystica from that. I'm really surprised we don't have a fairy raid. Like, that surprises me a lot, but I guess let's go check this. We'll check the other dragon. My guess is that it won't be a 5-star raid, but it doesn't hurt to check. But otherwise we might just have to rely on some random raids. So Sonic, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Oh, hello Starly. Welcome to the party. I ran the wrong way. Alright, so let's go check out this dragon raid. Oh, hello small grass Pokemon. Hello. They always just spawn right in front of me. Whee! Right. We still need to do another one of those quizzes soon. Every time I see a Sunkern, I remember that we should do those quizzes where I try and name all the Pokemon. Oh. Oh. It did not like loading whatever it was trying to load right there. That was not a fun time. Alright, so here is the other dragon raid we have. Is it a 5-star raid? It is not, but it's a 3-star Cubchoo. It's kind of cute. Alright. Let's check the online ones to see if, because all we want is one Herba Mystica. We want the Oibs. All we want are Oib. Oiba Mystica. This is probably going to be full because it's an evolution. People love their evolutions. That would be fun too, JJ. Honestly, we could just have a kind of like a quiz stream. I think that'd be fun. I think it'd be worth it. Also just kind of break things up. And maybe like split it up. Maybe we do a little bit of like card opening and then we do that, or we play for Scarlet for a little bit and then we do that. But I think we should do more kind of fun stuff like that. It's a brand new year. Who knows what we can do? The world's our oyster. But yeah, I think... Well, I don't understand why these take so long to refresh. Can we do this Gengar? Maybe. No, why would we? It'll just take 4 minutes for us to tell us that we can't do it. understand why it takes so long to determine whether you can get into a raid or not. Okay. Pairing with cards is a good idea since we usually have to do multiple boxes. That is true. So, let's see if we can do an electric Dondozo. Is ground the only thing effective against electric types, though? Is ground. Oof. So we just want something that's strong and resistant to water. So we'll just do. Honestly, we'll do Golden Gumby. Throw Gumby out there. Alright, let's see. I think Dondozo is one of those Pokemon that give us higher chances at Herba Mystica as well. So I think, assuming that we can beat this Electric Dondozo, we should be able to hopefully get an Herba Mystica from this, so. It's an electric fish. Alright, that did an okay amount. But yeah, the cool thing about Golden Gumby, or Goldengo, is its ability. Good as Gold is broken. It basically can't get a status move, and it can't get its stats lowered. Which is very, very cool. So, it is a very, very cool Pokemon. This one's yet. But I think after this one we should be able to, and I think once we do that, we should be good to go. Because nobody else is. Yeah, here we go. Shadow Ball. It's a little broken, JJ. Oh yeah, there we go. Well done, Golden Gumby. And honestly, that's a perfect time for him to nullify our stats, so. I'm perfectly okay with him lowering our stats after we get that move in, because now everybody else can do more damage. It said it fainted, but I still see health on the... Alright, whatever works. We will take it, but... So hopefully we get an Herba Mystica from this. We got 2! Excellent! And 2 bottle caps too, which is used for hyper training, which is what I had to do for that Slowbro. So honestly, getting 4 items from this raid is phenomenal. And yeah, we got a sweet and a bitter Herba Mystica. So Dondozo's definitely the way to go for those. But we do now have enough Herba Mystica to go crab hunting. So let's see if we can get a rock out. So I'm gonna duck out and take a walk before we get the snow. So sounds good, JJ. Have a good rest of your day. Enjoy your walk, and I will let you know if we get a crab. So we went for a walk earlier and it was very nice. So definitely recommend a walk if possible. Yes, Happy New Year. All right, so let's fly. Let's fly. Here. Let's go to the watchtower. I think this is our best bet. So we're up kind of right above the cloth. So let me save first so that we for sure get the items back just in case they fall off. And then we want to picky-nick. And then let me get the recipe for rock for our sandwich. But we do get the standards of tomato, onion, green pepper, and then a hamburger. But for rock types enjoy bacon, which we learned from earlier. And then we just want 2 Herba Mystica, so we'll do a sweet and a bitter, since that's kind of the 2 that we have. And yeah, let's go ahead and make a sandwich. We'll do a red Pokeball pick to be fancy. And let's get this going. This is gonna be a very tall sandwich. With the bacon. So I guess let's just put the bacon on first. As close, I guess, as no, we'll still kind of spread it out. This is gonna be interesting. We'll do that, and then we gotta put the, I guess, the peppers on. Ooh, guys, this is this is gonna be a tall sandwich. And we'll do this, and probably this. Is the burger the last thing? It is. Okay. We'll just hope that nothing falls off. Oh, this is quite the sandwich. The Pokeball's just gonna go straight down into it. But if we do this correctly, I believe we should get ourselves a delicious, very, very tall and glitched out rock shiny sandwich. So that is our hope. It is a tower of meat. That is for sure. But it's good, I guess. Alright, so if we did this correctly, we should have Sparkling Power Rock, Tidal Power Rock, and Encounter Power Rock. So the timer starts now. And let's go see if we can get a cloth. Or at this, honestly, a Knackley too, because they will both be spawning. So we will try to keep an eye out for both. Cloth is definitely going to be the easier one to spot. Just because Knackley is a little bit smaller. But Knackley is a good option as well. It definitely looks like over there is the best spot, so I don't want to stray too far from over there. It does. Yeah, we're seeing many a crab. So yeah, I think honestly just kind of hanging out around here. And then just like despawning stuff and then letting stuff spawn back in is gonna be our best bet. That rock is blue, and I feel like every time I go see that rock now, it's gonna fool me. So let's just basically run to here. It'll despawn everything. And then we'll just come back up here. Check for crab. So yes, I believe, if I remember correctly, we're playing around with 1 in 680, 1 in 600-ish odds. I'm probably closer to 1 in 700 for the crab, but it's not awful. So it's about half from where we were at with just the shiny charm. So. Exactly. We have twice, and there's more spawning, so I'm sure there's some sort of math you could play around with where if you have more spawning, the odds are slightly better, but I don't know math as statistically as well as not as I should, but as I would care to get to, I guess, maybe. And get rid of the mushrooms. This cloth spawns down there too, a wee bit. Let's see. I feel like I'm gonna miss a Knackley because I'm looking specifically for cloth. But it's pretty... Even though Knackley is small, the shiny is noticeable because it's just a completely different color on those two, like, noticeable spots. So I feel like I wouldn't miss it, but honestly, I wouldn't put it past myself to just completely run past a Knackley, so... I like to think that I wouldn't miss it, but... I don't know if I trust myself that much, so... Alright. Hello, crabs. Much spawns over this way, so I don't want to necessarily spend the time to go this far over, because like I saw two crab, 3 crab, so I just wonder if like maybe being up here and kind of going like this is better. But I feel like no. So yeah, I think the first way we tried to do it was the best way, where we just run kind of back up this cliff and hope for the best. Just to try and Respawn some crabs. Tipsy, don't let me forget, if you can. I never renamed that Gibble that we got last stream to Giblet. So if you, after this sandwich, if you could try to remind me to do that. It's such a bummer that you have to pull it into your party to nickname. But it's still so much better than having to go find a specific person in a random town to go rename your Pokemon. So I still very much prefer being able to do it whenever and wherever. But I do wish you could do it from the box. So, New Year, same bad Wi-Fi. Rip. Rip. We are getting a decent amount of crabs. Hello, crabs. Ah! He jumped. He jumped out at us. Do. And there's definitely more Knackley spawning than crabs. So I guess odds-wise, I know it's the same number of odds, but we are seeing more Knackley. So I feel like if we were to get a shiny on this sandwich, it would be a Knackley. Just based on the pure number that we're seeing, which is good. We will need 3 Knackley in order to complete the shiny family for our ShinyDex, so it will not hurt to get some Knackley. Would not be sad. And honestly, I should probably just put Knackley under the hunting section as well, rather than just Cloth, because we are hunting Knackley at the same time. So maybe after this sandwich, we can do that. But we have been successful this stream as well, which is always a good time with the low kicks. Really, honestly, I think within the first 30 minutes of the stream, which was pretty lucky. So, yeah. Trying to think of new things to do this year too, with it being kind of not my, it's still technically my first full year of streaming still, because we started in March of last year. But I'm still trying to figure out new things to try and do on stream to try and just keep them fun and interesting for you guys to watch. So I love the quiz ideas, so trying to do just various Pokemon knowledge quizzes. We've done the just name all the Pokemon in a certain generation, but I think the quizzes that we just talked about were like the Pokemon cries, trying to name the Pokemon based on its like almost 8-bit cry, but just like the noise that they make when you encounter them, I think would be kind of fun. Pokemon cards will obviously stay, and I don't think we get Scarlet and Violet cards until March. of this year. But those will be fun once those comes out. So we'll still do some Pokemon card streams this year. Scarlet and Violet will be a mainstay. Once the new Zelda game comes out, I probably will be streaming that quite a bit too. Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, if you guys are interested, I obviously want to do stuff that you guys would enjoy watching as well as me playing. But I feel like Tears of the Kingdom would be a really fun one to do. What else? There's other games like the new the sequel to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order comes out in March as well, I think. Called Jedi Survivor. So that game comes out in March as well. New Zelda's a win. Cool. I do want to try and do a simulator for older games. I think that would be fun. We can pick one, so we could do like black and white. We could do further back, like gold and silver. So I think that would be fun to try and do. I have to do more research on that because I would love. Honestly, I have all of the old games, so I would really love a way to. I would really love a way to try and figure out how to do, like, obviously I don't think you can, but like hook up my Nintendo DS and kind of do it that way, or hook up an old Game Boy and kind of film it that way, but I don't think there's a really good way to do that. I believe I think it's between 3 and 4. I know it's between 3 and 4, but everything else between 3 and 4, I don't know where it kind of sits. So, but I think it's rough. I think they tell you. I think it's 10, kind of the same timeline as the Kenobi show. So roughly 10-ish years after episode 3. So. But that could be fun. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of other stuff that would be kind of cool to do. So, if you have any ideas that you think would be kind of fun to at least just try out, let me know. But I also just don't want to get burned out on Scarlet and Violet, I think is a big part too. Like I've loved these games and I do want to play them for a long time, but I don't want to play them so long that I don't ever want to play them again type of thing. So that is a big part of why I also want to try and do some new stuff. So, because I feel like if we were to do this, and honestly I don't know how some of the like the bigger Pokemon streamers and stuff like that stream this for 3-4+ hours a day and have been since November. I don't know how people do that. So I don't know how that works, but we'll have plenty of ideas. We have many a year to try and figure out new stuff, and if we try something and we don't like it, we can just stop it, which is fun. Since this is just a hobby, we can do whatever we want. I just like hanging out with you guys and chatting, and especially since we don't get to see each other super often, it's nice just to chat. Because it does feel like we've seen each other more often because of it, so. Which is really nice. So. You, JJ, Jesus, James when he hops on, everything like that. And then just anybody else who pops into the stream as well is always fun to chat with, and it's just kind of fun to hang out and play video games. So, but I'm very, very excited for the new year, for what it can, for all the new stuff that we'll be able to do. So, but in the meantime, I would really like a blue crab. We would love a blue crab. Or a tannish brown colored Knackley. So long term, new stuff will be good, but short term, a blue crab is what we want. So let's see. So yeah, and since we did save before the sandwich, we can just reset if we don't end up getting a shiny, just to preserve on the valuable resource that is the Oiba Mystica. So, but hopefully we get something. We're about a little over halfway done with the sandwich now. But honestly, this seems to be a good way to reset these spawns, is just kind of run up and down this hill. Take a look back before we go any further, and then run. Oh, hello, surprise crab. Groovy Pete, welcome in. Happy New Year. We are hunting crabs. And little Super Mario rock mushrooms. I did. And I even stayed up till 1. I may be old, but I can still do it. They had fireworks downtown as well that we could see from our balcony, which was super cool. It was at both ends of the mall, and they were coordinated, so we saw both fireworks shows going off at the same time. I'll send you a video, but we could see it from our balcony, and it was really cool, honestly. So and we had a few friends over. Played some Mario Kart. Played Mario Kart with JJ online as well, which was fun. To be honest, we could play some Mario Kart on stream as well. Do some online worldwide Mario Kart. I don't know why that crab is just standing there. Feels like it's a glitched crab. Oh, they're shooting stars! Look. Climb the mountain. Why can't I look up more? Look. That's cool. I wish for a blue crab. That's so fun. I don't know if I've seen one before. That's so cool. Alright. Oh. Big brain move, Tipsy. Gotta go get the star pieces. Let's see. Sorry. Oh yeah. Cool. Yeah, Tipsy Nat sent a video of the fireworks, which was kind of fun, so. Yeah, it was a good New Year's. Good little New Year's, so. Let's see, Blue Crab. Where are you at? Into this, that'll despawn a lot of the stuff on that little hill. Despawn crabs. Crabs. I guess I need to be checking down there too, just in case. As the crabs do spawn down there. No. Let's see. I don't think I see a Knackling. Okay. Down here, see if there's a crab. There is a crab, but it's not blue. Not a blue crab. Double check. Nothing. Flags. Respawn those guys. Useless crab. Oop, nope. Okay. Many a crab on that one. But none are blue. Okay, we do a quick little look. Nothing. We have 4 minutes left. So we have entered crunch time. Crunch time to find crab. Oh. And we started off by immediately encountering a Knackley. So we're doing great. And crab down there is not shiny. Go up here, crab is not shiny. No Knackley are shiny. Whee! Not a lot of spawns that time. Let's see, crabs. Oh, crabs. Let's see. I don't know if there's much else going on in terms of stuff we'll be doing this next week. I have to figure out the schedule of what we want to do, but I feel like we'll do some cards this week. So we haven't done that in a little bit again. And then maybe we'll try just a new game. Just give it a shot. I don't know. I have to decide. Oh wait, that's a shiny Knackley. Oh, there's 2 shiny Knackley. There's one up there too. Do you see it? It's way up there. We need to do this fast then. Please stay in the ball. Alright, gotta go fast, Come on, come on. Oh, please don't get out of range. Please don't get out of range. Oh, I don't care, please. Oh, we're good. All right, double shiny Knackley. That's a good way to go with a sandwich. All right. We will take that. All right, and now that we don't have to sprint after one, honestly, Ultra Ball is not bad for color coordination, but let's do a Nest Ball. Wow, that 2. Got 2 shiny Knackley. Back to back, which is super cool. So we will definitely not need to reset on this sandwich. And that we can complete the shiny Knackley family. We still have a minute on our sandwich, so let's keep going. Wow, that was wild. I think that's is that our first double shiny that have like spawned in game? I think it is. So that's a cool little achievement for the afternoon, and Happy New Year to us. Honestly, we will evolve those at this point too. So once this sandwich is done, I will rename the Gibble, since you used the channel points on that. And then we'll go ahead and check out our shiny Knackley, and then evolve them, because we got 3 now, so we might as well send them up to be evolved. So that does put a little bit more of a bummer on this hunt, though, since Knackley is definitely going to be the one spawning more than the cloth. It'll make getting another Knackley a little bit more of a, not bummer, but just a more repetitive. Oh, and we're seeing some Skiddo, so I believe our sandwich is done. So we did end up with 2 Knackley, right off the, like right at the end too. So let me get the Knackley onto our layout. Real quick, I will do, honestly, we'll just replace it with the Roaring Moon and the low, we'll keep low kicks because that was still this stream. But we'll add the 2 little Knackleys there. Go boop. So not too shabby, guys. Let me first save, just because I don't trust the game anymore. And then let's go ahead and pull out the 2 Knackleys. There's one, and then there's the other. And let's transfer these guys over to the shiny boxes. Put them down there, and we'll go grab our other Knackley. And so, first we'll look at, so this one has the better stats, but I don't know if it really matters for shiny Pokemon. Do they have titles? They do not. So honestly, it really doesn't matter which one we evolve. So I guess we'll evolve this one up all the way, just for fun, I suppose. And then we'll throw, we'll keep Leia, throw Orthworm in here. Oh, and then we need to rename Gibble. So I guess let's pull Mind Shroom out. Pull in Gibble. And then the 2, I guess, does it matter between these 2? I'll pull him in. Alright, so first, we'll do that Knackley. Let me rename the Gibble to Giblet. X. Giblet. There is Giblet, the shiny Gibble. And now, we will, I don't want to go through evolving, so we'll just give him some candy. I don't know. Let's first do this one. Let's give it 10. Oh, that's far too much. That was way too many candies in order to level it up once, so. Oops. Made a mistake. Alright, but here is shiny Knackley number 1. Nice. So yeah, basically the white just becomes that tan color, which is fun, so. Alright, so that was extreme overkill, so let's give this one 5. And we'll see if it evolves the first time. Five was even overkill. So there is another Knuckle Stack. We'll deal with moves later. But then I think if we just give this one another 5, it'll be fine. And honestly, 5 was probably still overkill. Yes. So, the Knuckle Stack will evolve into Garganacl, which honestly is a beautiful shiny. I love, like, Knackley and Knuckle Stack are pretty good, but Garganacl is just top tier with the color changes. So just because it already has that dark brown in it. So here's the normal one, and then here's the shiny. So I really think that tan color really really pretty looking. So nice, guys. Very cool. So we'll go ahead and throw these guys back in our party. Throw Gibble back up here. Throw Quacks back here. And we now have our shiny Knackley family. So we've got Knackley, Knuckle Stack, and Garganacl. Which is, I think, the second shiny family that we've completed, because we got a Skiddo and a Go-Goat. So those were both completed, and so I think Knackley is our second completed shiny family. So, and all it took was a double shiny in order to get there. So, not too shabby at all. Cool. All right, let me save one more time just to make those evolutions permanent. And I think that we will call it a day, honestly. Yeah, I think that's a good end to a really fun stream. I will post the schedule for this upcoming week on Twitch, as well as on all of the social medias. And yeah, so I'd probably do that tomorrow morning-ish. But thank you guys so much for joining today. Happy New Year. It was a good first stream of the year. A lot of fun. So next week, I think we'll do probably Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, or not Saturday, Sunday. So kind of trying to get back to our normal schedule. But I will post all of those on the official channels. But otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your new year. And we will chat later. So happy New Year. Talk to you later.